Right guys, T4's looking mint. This is a great opportunity for me to actually get the bonnet done how I want it. It's Friday evening, most people will be down the pub. Ant, bless him, is in here to help me get it over the line. And here is my old bonnet. I was hoping to bin this and never see the back of it again. The actual carbon fibre skin bonnet with all the resin and everything I've done, it's actually not that much lighter than the OE bonnet. Okay, just cutting away. Lovely, look at that. Instant weight reduction. Lovely, I'll neaten all these edges up in a second. Oh, lovely. We get some cheese wire to cut that bond out so we don't pull the bonnet to pieces. Okay, there's the front out. Perfect. The bonnet is now super lightweight. Right, okay, a little wiggle.
Cheesy.
And here we go. A racing panel. Cut a couple of slots in. We'll probably offer it up on the engine bay now and just see where the slots need to go. Right, okay, slight change of plan. I was looking at doing a dip vent onto the back of the rad, but it would mean that I'd almost have like a near vertical. Now, typically speaking, on a T4, the air would go into the vents at the front and then goes through like a pollen filter and goes into there. That's now removed and that's blanked off because I don't have a heater or anything like that on mine. So instead, we're just going to make a dip vent. As the air goes over the top of the bonnet, it draws the air out the top of the engine bay and also venting out the top part here because there's about an inch gap. I think that's the way to go. So now I'm just going to cut out the top part here, all the returns, all these bits here, and flappy paddle it off so it's all nice and neat, and then make a vent that rivets onto the back piece here and then goes down. Fold up triangles on the end, job done. Okay, all these bits have been cut out from the back of the bonnet. It's going to be pinned, so I'm going to have the Aeromotive locking pins on there now because I've removed the catch mechanism. The whole underside of the bonnet is now gone, so it's just a single sheet that's much lighter. Rear bumper done. Ant's made progress on the exhaust shield.
These are Clecos. They're used in aviation manufacture basically. They're temporary fasteners for holding panels together, and then you can remove one, pop a rivet in and then work your way down. So it's perfect for when you're making panels because you often need to put it on pretty securely, you know, like this. You need to work out what we're doing here, get the next one over the top, but until you've got one bit on, you can't work on the next bits.
Absolutely awesome. I cannot wait to get the exhaust bolted in. Many things I like to have a crack at myself, but when it comes to little details like that, I'd much rather watch and observe and learn. That is just epic. I absolutely love that. It's a 5-inch hole and a 3.5-inch exhaust. The exhaust is looking awesome. Right guys, we're not far off now. I've got the pins mounted inside now. Tomorrow, Kev is painting the front bumper, the rear bumper, and the bonnet. And then once it all goes on, she's off for MOT in just 2 days' time. Because she's been in here, the MOT's lapsed, so I can't drive her on the road yet. I've got to take her straight to the MOT. And then, fingers crossed, all being well, she'll be going down to VW Jamboree. I'm going to use the standard and original mounting brackets at the top, actually touching on the bonnet and marking it. There's your mark, nice and simple. Yeah, that's all marked out. I've got to prop it underneath, and once they're in place, I'll space them out with the rubber bit underneath, and then just adjust the bolts and cut the back off. But that is now perfectly dead centre. There you go, 1:47 in the morning. Now I've got to finish the bonnet. So these have all been measured out. I'm just going to use a hole saw now to just take these bits out. Marked out the holes. Bonnet's all prepped. All the holes drilled, everything's ready to go. Now, Kev's going to paint all this, so next time I see everything, it's going to be ready to bolt back on. So, it's pretty exciting. Can't wait to see what it looks like. It's exciting. It's all going to come together tomorrow. Right guys, all the panels are black, front one's looking awesome, the bumper looks mint, I can't wait to put that on in a second. The bonnet looks absolutely stunning. I'm so glad I went for this one now, instead of messing around with the carbon fibre one at home. It's not gone very well. Spoiler's all done, so that can be bonded on soon, and front bumper's done as well. The front bumper's had a little bit of a reaction, so I'm going to have to redo the front bumper at some point. The paint's got like some fish eyes where it's just gone a bit funny, so probably didn't prep that well enough. I'm going to have to redo that again. Remember, it is a track vehicle, so it's not got to be perfect. So this is no urgent rush. I'll just do it when I get a chance. Right, whilst the bonnet's on here, I think this is the best opportunity to actually put the catches in. So I'm just going to whack these in now, bolt them up so that they're all on there ready to go, and then the bonnet can go straight on the van. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. Awesome. Now I've got to put these plates on the back, whack the bolts through, tighten them up. Done. There you go, catches are in. That looks absolutely awesome. Love that. Super lightweight T4 bonnet. Okay, so next thing on the bonnet, now that it's all on, painted, all looking awesome, Ant's just making a little aluminium dip vent to come off of here. At the moment, if you look in, it's all a bit open. Rain can get in on the core packs, which is not ideal. While I'm here, also changing the air filter. I've got a Pro-Ram filter here to replace the K&N. The K&N's in much better days, so I've decided I'm going to switch a Pro-Ram in there. Okay, there's the two filters side by side. I did think they were going to be the same size, but this one's actually a bit bigger, and I have got extra space inside the engine bay, so this is actually going to be perfect. On top of that, you don't just get, you know, on the top of the K&N it's actually a solid cap, but on the Pro-Ram you've actually got additional surface area, so that is absolutely awesome. Fits in perfectly on the back of the scoop there, that side there, so well impressed with that. It's not the stiffest of bonnets. Look at that, just needs a bit of a bend and then should be in.
Just a bit of a bend.
Bit of a bend, mate, it's fine, you've got this, Ant. Oh, he loves this van. Right then, that's the final side on the right hand side of the bonnet done. So this piece of aluminium's already been formed by Ant.
Drinker and stretcher to put some curve into the flanges and get it fitting pretty good.
There's an aluminium piece that goes underneath that's 100mm long, which Ant's now drilling here. Okay, all the clecos are in. Now it's time to start riveting it up. So in order to really draw the air out, there's going to have to be the piece that faces up here, just to create that wave of air. That air going up in this direction is going to cause a vacuum here, lower pressure, which will draw the air out of the bonnet to keep everything cooler. Going to satin black it just to keep it a bit more sleepery at the front. It'll just look standard and no one will ever know. Right, it's all starting to come together quite nicely now. Ant's just shaping the piece for the end here. Right, little test fit before we rivet it on. Bring it down. Masking tape can come off now. Now I can take the paper out from underneath, get it all ready. Okay, so the dip vent is now done. Just going to scotch this up now and satin black it all so it's ready to drop in tomorrow. I've got some black alloy rivets to go in the top, on top of the bonnet, so it blends in and looks quite standard. And obviously I'll be able to put some tiger seal across here then to bond to the underside of the bonnet. So yeah, let's get it painted and see what it looks like. Okay, so just a thin layer of etch on there now. Now I'm going to do the back as well. Fold it over just so I can get everything nice and black and painted ready to go on tomorrow. So that's all the etch primer done. Satin black on now, that looks absolutely awesome. But yeah, really happy with that as a custom panel. That's awesome, really like that. So now just going to pop it in and rivet it. Beautiful. And now for the last one. Look at that, beautiful. That looks absolutely wicked. So keeping it a little, you know, as original as possible on the outside, quite stealth and sleeper, and there will just be a little ledge that comes up on the front here, just to push the air up and create a bit of a vacuum in the area there. But that looks wicked now, I'm well happy with that. It's about to go off for MOT, so just doing a final check over on everything. Before I go for the MOT though, something I really need to do. These are just normal bolts, they're not race spec enough, they're a bit too deep as well. So I've got these from Pro Bolt, extra lightweight racing bolts. These will definitely help the MOT, and these are a priority, because without these the van won't run. So these need to be done right away. The interior's looking way better. We've got the polycarb rear window, the side windows, the doors are all drilled out, everything's looking really racing here now. Absolutely love the way it looks. I've got my Formula mirrors on here as well. Nice and streamlined, very lightweight as well, in keeping with the van. Do like this wheel, it's just not race fan enough, is it? I'm a big F1 fan. Those of you who follow me on Instagram will know that I go to Silverstone F1, so I think it all needs updating. So nice and easy on a T4. Just pop the centre cap off. Here's a 24. I'm going to pop the memo over here. Yeah, that's definitely more Formula 1. I don't know why VW didn't do something like this from standard really for the Transport. It's definitely more race fan. Really excited. I've waited a long time to get this. I first saw this steering wheel about a year ago, and it's one of those things that I saw and I just knew I have to get it. There's no denying that. I'm always the same. If I see something I want, I'll just keep working until I get it, and this is one of those things that just required that push to make it happen. So yeah, right, let's get it on and go from there.